Kings, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Allen. Brooks is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Sacramento, outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Drew Eubanks out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And a few of the top guys, Coach, in this league have been on hot streaks, fueling early MVP conversations. I guess it's never too early to talk about the MVP, is it?
Yeah, that definitely builds excitement for the fans and sets the narrative for the rest of the season. But you know, Kevin, it's still way too early to tell how it's going to shake out.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Williams kicks to Booker. A three-pointer is right on target.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could close.
Allen against Levine. Westbrook passes to Levine, and he drives in, and the jam by Levine.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach Levine, reminding us of what he can do.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Nifty move. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
And Booker kicks to Allen. At the top of the key, Brooks. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside, Levine. Murray against Brooks. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Williams in the post. Eubanks defending. Williams can't get it to go.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Levine dishes to Westbrook. Over Booker. Westbrook, no good. The Suns trailing. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. Kevin?
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Booker, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. O'Neal a screen on DeRozan. It's stolen by DeRozan. Driving inside. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Wow, DeRozan. He's still got some juice in those legs.
Booker the pass to Allen. Inside, here's Brooks. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Outside, Levine. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Westbrook passes to Eubanks. Now here's Murray. Levine looking around. Over Allen. Levine's shot is off. And it's Williams with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Booker finds O'Neal. Back to Booker. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against Minnesota. DeRozan in the corner. Five on the clock. Fires the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Royce O'Neal, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Achua, he's checked in for Eubanks. And it's tied up with that one. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, nobody's quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Now, here's Westbrook. Hasn't made one yet. Achua kicks to DeRozan. A floater. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Booker. O'Neal against Murray. Here's Brooks. O'Neal is screen on Levine. Back to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Westbrook against Booker. Westbrook scanning the floor. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Nice D from DeRozan. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And a beautiful crossover there.
And look at the inside presence already from Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
Westbrook against Booker. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Booker's got 7.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Booker against Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Over Brooks. DeRozan's shot is off. Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. To the paint, Westbrook with the steal. Ahead, jumps up, and finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
And for the Suns, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Booker against Westbrook. Booker draws the double. Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Hey, that's fierce. Throwing it down over the larger defender.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Some changes for Phoenix. Iguodaro's checked in, and it's done in for Brooks. Here's Clifford, and he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Allen. The Kings getting the bucket. Dunn sets a screen for Allen. Dunn right side. And stolen by Achua. Monk dishes to Sharge. And the layup falls. And the Kings lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
And so here's Sacramento. The Suns getting the bucket. Achua finds Schroeder, down to 5 on the shot clock. And here is Monk. Off target with his 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Allen passes to Dunn. Steps back and fires. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Booker's got 9.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Achua. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Dunn outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker draws the double. Pass to Iguodaro. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Achua. Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Sharge inside. Working on Allen. That one goes in. Sharge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now, here's Dunn. He has yet to score. Allen passes to Booker for the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Achua kicks to Monk. Pass to Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Dunn. Here's Booker. Allen, a screen on Schroeder. Here's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Here's Achua. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now Schroeder. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Sacramento up by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the court for the Suns, they've got Dunn. Nick Richards out there with Goodwin. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you guys.
Tremendous support. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
The first free throw is good. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
So it's Phoenix now. After the basket by Dario Saric. Pass to Iguodaro. Saric grabs the board. Kings leading now by 5. Throws it up high. To dunk by Achua.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Done outside. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. LaVine up top. Last game, 26 points. Over to the left wing. Saric with the screen for Monk. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Monk. And it's a 10-point Kings lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Monk. 13 feet away. Here's Achua. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn.
Whoa! Gracious. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now here's LaVine. 5 points in the game. Here's Iguodaro. Gillespie, the pass to Dunn. Trains the three-pointer. Now just a 3-point Kings lead.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's go to our 2K leader. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. Grayson Allen, 4th, and of course Malik Monk.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play
two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, you have to space the floor to score in the half court. Every one of these guys forces the defense to extend.
Now here's Levine. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Well, even with the injury issues, Levine remains a great athlete.
Here's Gillespie. It's a 5-point game. Brooks outside. Stolen by Levine. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And Levine's eyes light up when the break is on. He's so elusive in these situations.
Here's Iguodaro. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Schroeder looking around. Pass to DeRozan. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, and DeRozan, one of the game's more powerful wings, scoring through the foul.
Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And Phoenix also making a switch. Williams is checked in. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And Levine showing off his explosive leaping ability there off the drive.
Here's Gillespie. He's covered by Westbrook. Williams dishes to Brooks. 6 to shoot over Levine. Nice D from Levine.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Now here's DeRozan. 9 points in the game so far. And they pick up 2. DeRozan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Looking here at some numbers for Booker. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, putting up 26 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
Suns trail by 10. O'Neal a screen on Monk. 16 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Booker's got 11 points.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
DeRozan against O'Neal. DeRozan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. And here is O'Neal. Williams, a screen on Levine. Levine against Brooks. the block. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zach LaVine.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And Phoenix making a change. Allen's checked in.
What a leap to the rim by Monk. Going up high where the defense can't stop it.
Pass to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. The Kings making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Kings leading now by 10. On the wing, Murray. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Booker with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Booker in the post. DeRozan's there. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Westbrook kicks to DeRozan. Murray scanning the floor. Lets the 3 fly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Mark Williams.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The first one falls.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He doesn't get the second one. Suns trail by 11. O'Neal passes to Booker. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Westbrook against Booker. Down low, Eubanks. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. The Suns in second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Brooks against DeRozan. O'Neal sets the screen for Brooks. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Westbrook. Murray outside. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
O'Neal a screen on Westbrook. Here's Booker. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Westbrook against Booker. Tries the spin move. Westbrook kicks to DeRozan. Over Brooks. Again, Sacramento.
This is a big night for DeRozan. But don't forget, he's been doing this since 2009. A long time in this league.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Monk. The Suns getting the bucket. Murray outside. Back to Monk. Fader on the way. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Brooks up on top. DeRozan defending. Brooks with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Now here's Murray. They lead by 11. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Kevin, back to you.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to DeRozan. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. Murray for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Westbrook against Booker. O'Neal up top. Brooks outside. Back to O'Neal. And here's Booker from the arc. He's off on that one. And so it's Sacramento with a 14-point lead as we bring. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Phoenix Suns.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, they started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Suns trail by 14. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Russell Westbrook out there with Levine, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. O'Neal dishes to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
No good on the free throw.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
And he's good on the second. Kings leading now by 13. DeRozan passes to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Levine. DeRozan's got 20 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Allen passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
DeRozan on the wing. Brooks covering. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The Kings shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Shooting for Sacramento, DeRozan. 1 shot.
1 shot.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
Well, I like that DeRozan's one of those guys who can take over a game by himself or be the orchestrator. He adapts to whatever the defense is showing.
Now here's Allen. Outside Williams. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Rebound by the Kings. Eubanks got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Westbrook, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, to me, Russ is at his best down low, inside. That's a rare trait for a guard.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
He hits the second from the line.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
Now here's Brooks. He has 6. Back to Booker. Over Westbrook. Booker going to work inside.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Westbrook passes to Eubanks. Pass to DeRozan. Up and in on the layup. DeRozan's got 8 here in the quarter.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And Booker kicks to O'Neal. And here is Williams. Eubanks defending. Williams gets the bucket.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Outside, Levine. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Booker. Williams sets a screen for Booker. Six on the shot clock. They get it back, and it's Williams finishing it off.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Now, taking a look at some stats for Westbrook. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him. Pass to Booker. Fires from 14. Drained for 2 points. Booker's got 25 points.
Overall this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Westbrook against Booker. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
O'Neal outside. At the top of the key, Williams. DeRozan against Brooks. And the dunk by Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here's Eubanks. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Inside. Pass to Murray. Now DeRozan. Brooks covering. DeRozan's shot is off. Suns trail by 16. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
To the middle. Knocked away. And stolen by Murray. Levine kicks to Westbrook. Murray against Williams. Outside DeRozan. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DeRozan's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Kings. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. You got to like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Achua, he's checked in for Sacramento. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. The Suns 5th.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
DeRozan against Brooks. Williams, a screen on DeRozan. That's good from Williams on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. Murray outside. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Well, DeRozan is a big-time scorer. Off the dribble, off the catch, he can do it all.
Booker with it. He's got 25. Beyond the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Achua's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
For 3, Murray, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Allen. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And Booker kicks to Brooks. To the paint, and stolen by Achua. Murray with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to DeRozan. Westbrook with a screen for DeRozan. Williams with the block. And here is O'Neal. He's got 8. Allen right side. O'Neal a screen on Levine. Here's Allen. That one goes. Count it. Allen's got 6 points.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Kings leading now by 18. Now Westbrook. 5 points in the game. Pass to Achua. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Take a break.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
First one falls for it. Some changes for Sacramento. Sharch is checked in for Keegan Murray. Malik Monk comes in for Zach LaVine. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Sharch, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, here is O'Neal. 8 points for him. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 19 points. To the inside. Stolen. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Gillespie. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Monk.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Phoenix, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Sacramento's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Gillespie. He's guarded by Schroeder. Kicks it out to Allen. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Allen's got 9.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Schroeder finds Monk. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 1, Devin Booker.
1:37 left here in the third quarter. Back to Saric. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
Being proactive inside. Monk not just hanging out on the perimeter.
And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
Here's Clifford. Monk, no one around him. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Suns trail by 18. Booker left side. Basket counts. Booker's got 27 points.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Pass to Achua. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Sacramento, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Precious Achua taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And they can't run away from this problem. Free throw shooting continues to be an issue that they need to address.
And the second free throw, good. Suns trail by 17. Booker looking around. Pass to Iguodala. Here's Gillespie. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Kings lead by 17. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Sacramento. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Nick Richards. Booker out there with Dunn. And it's Gillespie in at the point. Now, here's Monk. Down low. Here's Achua. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for two. Precious Achua.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 18. Booker outside. Clock at 6. High post shot. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Nobody near Schroeder. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Kings lead by 21.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Schroeder up top. Inside. The dunk by Achua.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. Here's Booker. To the middle. It's picked off. And now Sacramento on the break. Levine wide open. Offline with his three. Suns trail by 21. Now here's Booker. Monk defending. Richards. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Assist from
Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Schroeder outside. Pass to Levine. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, that floater is not an easy shot, but Levine makes it look like one.
Here's Gillespie. He's guarded by Schroeder. To the paint. Stolen. Monk for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He has decided it's the right time to talk. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Achua. And a change for the Suns. Williams is checked in. Sacramento leading by 22. Outside DeRozan. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. Here's Booker. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. From downtown, offensive rebound. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Gillespie. He's guarded by Schroeder. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Sinks the 15-footer. DeRozan's got 36.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Inside. Williams gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's DeRozan. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And that one's good. Iguodala.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
On the wing, DeRozan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, good job by DeRozan to take advantage of some sloppy defense to get to the line.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Both free throws good from DeRozan. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. That one drops for him. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Westbrook kicks to Levine. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Shots good by Booker.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Monk outside. Westbrook with a screen for Monk. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Murray a screen on Brooks. Levine inside the three-point line. Sacramento again missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Brooks gets it to go.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Here's Westbrook following the score by Dylan Brooks. Outside Westbrook. On its way from DeRozan for 2. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Over in the corner, Allen. Outside, O'Neal. Brooks outside. For 3, Booker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Now here's DeRozan. For 3, Levine. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Williams. Kings moving the ball around. The shot by Monk is no good. Suns trail by 17. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Pass to Booker. With the shot. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Murray. Rejected by Booker. Allen against Monk. Here's Williams. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Thunderous stuff there for Murray, showing how explosive he can be.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Keegan Murray.
Shooting for Phoenix, Mark Williams taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Sacramento making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Kings leading now by 15. Murray outside. Westbrook kicks to Levine. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Outside Booker. DeRozan against Brooks. All right, here's Williams. Levine with the rebound. Westbrook with it. Now Eubanks. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. And there's the call on Mark Williams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Westbrook against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Now Levine. And there's the 3.
Levine getting quick with it that time, changing it up.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. It's an 18-point game. Now O'Neal. Booker outside. Now Williams.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And here are the Suns now. The Kings getting the bucket. Booker. Oh, what a use of the baby hook.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Kings.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sharge checked in for Eubanks. McDermott comes in for Murray. Monks checked in for Levine. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And down goes the 3.
3 points.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.